previous competitors or NASA itself determined a good material for Robotic's competitors to practice with? Would flour, thin set, grout, concrete powder, etc. be better for testing materials than dry sand?
Yes, they would be. First of all, let me mention though, whatever you do, be safe. You don't want to breathe any of those substances, especially ones that have silica in it. These fine powders can become very easily aerosolized, and they are a health hazard. So if you're going to work with concrete powder or any of these other substances, you need to make sure that you read the safety instructions, use the proper equipment, like make sure you use a respirator that's been approved by your university or other engineering means to try to control the dust and don't expose people to breathing it. As far as the mechanics, what material behaves like BP-1, BP-1 has a particle size distribution that's roughly 50% sand, 50% silt, if you want to just put it in really rough terms. So if you had a mixture of sand and cement powder, that might be a pretty decent simulant. I wouldn't use just cement powder alone. I'd probably want to add some coarse material in it, otherwise it will be too cakey. It would compact and cake up too much.
We had a question from the Colorado School of Mines. Are there obstacles down in the BP-1? And the answer to that is definitely yes. There are rocks down in the BP-1. They're naturally occurring there. We can't sift 60 tons of BP-1. So there are some rocks in the BP-1. They are not placed there by us, and it's totally random. And we, so they're not intentionally placed there by NASA, but there are some naturally occurring rocks in the BP-1.
Yes, and actually that is an element of realism, because there are rocks in the lunar regolith as well, buried and on the surface.
Mm-hmm. Then we had a question from Laurentian. Are points lost for driving over obstacles autonomously during